I wonder how my plant would look here if I remove the bushes.
Hello, neighbor.
Oh, hi, Liz. I was just thinking about you.
You're not going to believe what a fantastic ministry opportunity just opened up for me.
Right on schedule.
I think this will be the one I've been looking for.
Have you met my plant?
Excuse me.
Liz, I'd like you to meet. Liz.
Nice to meet you. Amy, do you know how I know this is the right ministry for me?
Because it's one of the very few ministries left in the church that you haven't tried yet?
I'll tell you why. Because this ministry is interesting and exciting. That's why.
That's what you said about your last 5 ministries.
Well, but this is different.
Because it's new?
Yes.
Liz, do you know why I named this plant Liz?
I didn't come over here to talk about a silly plant.
You can learn a lot from my friend. Liz, here.
Are you going to let me tell you about my new ministry? Or not?
Do you know why I chose this plant above all others at the nursery?
All right, tell me about your stupid plant.
I chose this plant because of its potential.
Potential.
Yes, there was a full color sign next to the display that showed this plant in full bloom.
That's all very nice, but
it showed these huge blossoms with vibrant colors, and the sign said that the blossoms would last at least 6 weeks.
So, that's why you named the plant after me?
No. I named the plant after you because it never blossomed at all.
Well, thank you very much.
Do you know why this plant never reached its full potential?
All right, let's hear it.
Because it never had a chance to sink down any roots. First, I planted it by the driveway. But before it could sink down its roots, we decided to put a lamp post by the driveway. So, I transplanted it out by the street. But before it could sink down any roots, the gas company wanted to dig a trench there. So, I transplanted it to near the front steps. But before it could sink down any roots, we decided to plant a shade tree there.
This is all very interesting. But as you know, I am not into gardening.
You're apparently not into producing fruit either.
What kind of crack is that?
You know, Liz. You're a lot like this plant. You have great potential to blossom and give pleasure to those around you. But no one ever sees you blossom, because you never stay in one ministry long enough to sink down any roots.
Well, those ministries were not right for me. How can I blossom in a ministry that doesn't fit?
How do you know it doesn't fit? You don't stay in any ministry long enough to find out. The moment the newness of a ministry wears off, the moment the ministry gets the least bit routine or tedious, off you go, uprooting yourself.
You make me sound like a spoiled brat.
If the shoe fits.
All I ever wanted to do was make a difference.
Do you think Mother Teresa made a difference in India by jumping from ministry to ministry whenever life became tedious?
No, I suppose not.
Day after miserable day she lived among diseased people who had no money, no indoor plumbing, no status, no hope. Do you think we would even know her name today if she had uprooted herself the moment the newness wore off and the work became routine?
Compared to hers, my old ministry sounds like a cakewalk.
You know the person you cheat the most by uprooting all the time?
Who?
You.
Me.
Yes. The Lord reveals himself to those who hang in there and sink down some roots. And believe me, the Lord is far more interested in your character than in your comfort.
That plant is really beginning to look a little ragged, isn't it?
Yes. Uprooting takes its toll on plants and people.
Well, that's it then.
Where are you going?
I've decided not to change ministries after all. I've decided to sink down my roots and blossom where I'm planted.
Well, Liz, I think there's hope for you after all.
Based on the play by Bob Snook. Conditions for use: do not sell any part of this script, even if you rewrite it. Pay no royalties, even if you make money from performances. You may reproduce and distribute this script freely, but all copies must contain this copyright statement.